Well, you guys have heard the good news, bad news. That was the bad news, good news. We looked like the bad news Bears out on defense the first 3 innings, but guys fought back, and our bullpen did a great job today, and the offense did a great job coming back and taking the lead. And then after we gave up a 2-run homer, Jake held in there and gave us an opportunity to win here in the ninth. So it's wasn't real pleased with the way we started out. I thought we played tight. There's only one young man on this ball club, 5th-year redshirt senior, that had played in an NCAA regional. So, you know, we talked to him about it before the game and said, hey, just go out and play relaxed. And but we played a little bit tight, but we did a great job in coming back. I'm very proud of these guys.
Questions for the student athletes?
This is either one of you guys. You get down 5-0. Just talk about the mindset in the dugout, and Mark, especially for you after you hit the 3-run homer. See if that gave you guys some life.
Like Coach said, we started off kind of shaky on defense, but the biggest thing is just getting to the next, man. Just getting to the next inning, the next pitch. Just believing that we're a good team, man. We got here because we're a good team. So the biggest thing was just start with the basics, trying to just get base runners on, and just trying to put together and not so trying to hit a home run, just trying to put base hits together and get runners on so we can try to put together an inning.
Nick, could you just take us through that last at bat?
Well, I got the 2 strikes, and I've been a pretty decent hitter with 2 strikes this whole year. One of the things we work on is trying to put the ball in play and not taking useless hacks up there and put good swigs on it. That was the first time I saw him, so I got to see less of his pitches the first couple pitches in my at-bat and work the count. And the missed block by their catcher was big to get to Shawnee to get to second base. And then just trying to put the ball in play, and he threw one middle in, and I just hit the ball in.
Mark, if you could just talk about, I think you hit one to the warning track on your first at bat, and you did hit the home run on your second at bat. If you could just talk about, you know, how you were seeing the ball, and just how you were seeing things out there, and also what that home run did for you guys.
The first at bat, I thought I put a good swing on it. I missed it a little bit with the fastball. I got into a hitter's count, but the second one, I got a pitch I was looking for, and he lifted up, and I just hit it like they call in baseball, hitting a mistake. That was huge to get back in the game. Those 3 runs were big. We figured at 5-3 we can hold them where they were at 5-3, and our defense would come back, and we knew our pitching staff could hold them where they were. So, but all around was our bullpen. Even our starter, Colin, went up there and gave us a great start. But those guys battled, man. We got some great guys in them dugouts. Not just me and Nick, but guys on the team, man. Those guys, they go out there and they put it all on the line. So that was a great team victory.
Nick was coach, right? I mean, were there some butterflies coming out because all but one of you, I guess, hadn't been in an NCAA regional before?
I think we just had to kind of get the jitters out. I think it was a little bit of nervousness. You're playing in a big stadium. I mean, it wasn't near packed, but it's still an atmosphere that we really haven't played much in, and it took a little getting used to. And I think, I don't know, the inning we scored most of our runs, I guess the 4th. I mean, it took us to then to settle down a little bit. I think we actually got our first hit in the 4th. So it took us, once we settled down and started putting some balls in play and seeing pitches, we came back to the team we should be.
Any other questions for the student athletes?
Thank you, guys.
Questions for Coach Dunn?
Coach, now that they've got this behind them, how much do you think this will help them in Game 2 tomorrow? Just being through it and having the result that you guys had.
Oh, I think it'll go a long way. These guys did a heck of a job all year, and like I said, told you yesterday, we weren't picked to finish any higher than 5th in our conference, and our guys did a great job. But again, this is a whole different stage, and so like I said, I didn't sense it before the game, but after watching those first 3 innings, I sensed it a lot, and like I said, not being aggressive on that fly ball and, missing a throw, a pickoff throw at first. I mean, it was pretty bad. But I'll tell you, I chewed him pretty good. I usually when you get to this level, I mean, this stage, you want to kind of just sit back and let them relax. But I chewed them pretty good after those errors and got on them pretty good, and they responded in the right way. Sometimes you never know. Sometimes you chew them pretty good and they go the other way. I've been on that side of the coin before too, but these guys really, really got after it after that. And once, like Mark or Nick said, when we got to 5-3, all of a sudden, there was a new attitude in the dugout. It wasn't a real good attitude in there, down 5-0 and playing like we were. It looks like Coggle had a terrible start, but replaying those first 3 innings, he didn't pitch that bad. I mean, it wasn't a great start by him, but not even making a play on that pop up in left field and missing the ball at first and all of that went into it. We didn't turn a double play. We had a great chance for double play. We didn't turn a double play, and they scored after that. So Coggle, Coggle really pitched better than what it shows, but of course Donahue and Boyd really stepped up and gave us what we needed and held them. With the exception of that 1-2-run homer, held them right there and gave us a chance to take the lead and then win it in the ninth.
Coach, I was just wondering if you could talk a little bit about Boyd. 6 strikeouts in 3 innings. We could just talk about just what you were seeing from him out there and just what he had going so well for him.
Well, if you look at his record, he's been pretty good for us all year. And as I told you yesterday, our bullpen has been one of our big pluses this year with Donahue, Boyd, and you didn't get to see Powell and our closer Powell. So we've been pretty good, and Jake's given us that all year. There's been a couple times, when a reliever's got a 9-1 record, there's been a few times where he's, given up the lead, but stayed in there and allowed us to come back and win the ball game with him in there. So he's done a good job. He's a kid that didn't have a lot of success until this year. I may have mentioned yesterday, this is the same pitching staff with just a couple exceptions, but the same guys that had an ERA of 6 last year. And there's not any really new arms or many new arms that really made the difference. Those guys that were out there today and Schluter before he got hurt, those are the same guys that had a high 6 ERA, and this year we were in the mid-3s. So they just matured over the summer, and Boyd really came on for us this year and gave us those type of performances.